In this video, I want to share with you 3 strong buy stocks from the number one Wall Street analyst on TipRanks.com. So stick around. We're going to talk about 3 strong buy stocks from Quinn Bolton, Michael Bolton's estranged brother. I'm just kidding. They're probably not related. I guess I don't know that for sure. They could be. But these 3 tech stocks are from the number one rated Wall Street analyst on TipRanks.com, and they are all in the semiconductor space. If you guys aren't aware, there is a massive semiconductor shortage that is affecting many sectors of our economy. And it's not getting any better. Now, I've been wondering for months how I can take advantage. That sounds terrible, but when there are shortages in the market, when there are supply and demand constraints, there are usually winners and losers with those constraints, right? So these are 3 stocks that are set to capitalize in a positive way on the semiconductor shortages. So without further ado, let's jump right into TipRanks.com, and we're going to show you this article here. We're going to start with the first stock on the list. It's Cohu Incorporated. Ticker symbol there is COHU. This is a company that occupies a unique niche in the chip industry. They produced the test and inspection equipment that is necessary to maintain quality control on production lines. Cohu's products include visual and MEMS test solutions, test contacting, and thermal subsystems, which are all vital equipment in the back end of semiconductor chip manufacturing. So you could see that a company like Cohu, again, ticker symbol COHU, could be vital and very important to the semiconductor industry. It says Cohu's testing products, while vital in the chip industry, are not limited to the chip industry itself. The company has product lines for industrial and medical, computer and networking, and automotive fields. And Cohu gear can be found behind IoT, IOV, and optoelectronic systems. The company bills itself as a one-stop shop for high-tech testing and inspection systems. Now, let's jump down here to some impressive quarter one financial results. The company reported paying down their term loan B debt by $102 million in the first quarter. Also in quarter one, Cohu reported record revenue of $225.5 million, up 11.4% sequentially and 62% year over year. EPS came in at 61 cents compared to a 42-cent EPS lost in a year ago quarter. This is big stuff. Here's what Quinn says about Cohu. He says, since PCB, printed circuit board, test was not a core business for Cohu, the business only accounted for 8% of Cohu's revenue in 2020. And the business would only account for 6% of Cohu's original $940 million revenue target for 2023. The divestiture is, in our view, should not change Cohu's long-term outlook. In addition, since GM of the PCB test business has historically been below 40% and carried around $10 million in annual operating expenditure, we believe the divestiture would only reduce Cohu's second half 2021 EPS by around 5 cents per share and 2022 EPS by around 10 cents per share. In other words, delivering the 2023 target model that calls for an NG EPS of around 360 remains primarily dependent on the growth of Cohu's core semiconductor business, and that's the business that is booming currently. Let's check out ticker symbol COHU. This comes in with a strong buy rating, obviously with 6 analyst ratings with an average upside, look at this, of almost 62%, 61.38% for Cohu. If we scroll down here, we can see the most recent analyst rating. Quinn's Bolton's coming in yesterday. We have another 5-star analyst rating this stock 4 hours ago with an average upside now of 91.5% for this stock. Fantastic upside. So check out ticker symbol COHU. All right, Number 2 on the list, guys, is Semtech Corporation. Semtech is a $4.3 billion chip maker that produces chips, analog, and mixed signal chips for communication, enterprise computing, and industrial markets. The company's products include lines for discrete and integrated circuits. In 2019, the company saw $617 million in total revenue. In 2020, that number slipped 3.7% to $595 million. Semtech is a leader in low-power, wide-area networking. They, in fact, own the patents to long-range technology that has revolutionized Internet of Things applications. The company's proprietary LoRa technology allows long-range data communications without excess power consumption, improving function while reducing electricity cost. The technology has applications in a range of smart tech, including smart homes and smart utility metering. The first quarter of fiscal year 2022 showed results that bode well for the company going forward, as top-line revenue at $170.4 million marked the fourth consecutive quarter-over-quarter increase in a row. Year-over-year, quarterly revenues were up 28%. EPS at 36 cents, more than doubled year over year. That's fantastic news for Semtech. Let's see what Bolton has to say about Semtech. He says Semtech's fiscal year 2021 LoRa business grew 19% to around $88 million. We believe Semtech's LoRa business will see share gains and revenue growth as an increasing number of industrial, smart home, and consumer devices adopt this long-range Internet of Things connectivity standard, particularly with the recent launch of Amazon's LoRa-enabled products, which started in late fiscal year 2021. So Amazon's getting in the mix of this proprietary technology. Fantastic news for Semtech. Looking into fiscal year 2022, Semtech expects its LoRa revenue to grow at a 40% compounded annual growth rate for the next 5 years. Further, we believe Semtech's signal integrity business is poised for solid growth over the next few years, with 5G, PON, and data center end markets expected to drive growth. Let's check out the broader scene and the analyst ratings here for Semtech. Ticker symbol SMTC comes in with a strong buy based on 8 analyst ratings with an average upside of 24.2%. All right, if we scroll down here, every single one of these analysts are 5-star analysts on TipRanks.com. You got Quinn right here giving this a buy at 25.68% upside, and that was reiterated about a month ago for SMTC. All right, the last company I want to talk to you about is MaxLinear Incorporated. Ticker symbol there is MXL. Let's jump back over to the article. It says, this is a company that is $3.1 billion company that has been building integrated radio frequency analog and mixed signal semiconductors since 2003. MaxLinear's products are used in broadband communication systems, including router and extender hardware, automotive and industrial connectivity, and wireless access and Ethernet switch systems. The company's chipsets are widely used in 4G and 5G infrastructure. Since the second quarter of 2020, MaxLinear's business has seen a strong rebound. The most recent quarter, the first quarter of 2021, was the third in a row to show strong sequential revenue growth. The total revenues came in at $209.4 million, up an impressive, look at that, 237% from the $62 million revenue in the year-ago quarter. EPS showed an equally dramatic boost, as the previous 7 quarters all showed net losses, but the first quarter of 2021 quarter showed a profit of 5 cents per share. 1 year ago, the net loss was 21 cents per share. Let's take a peek at what Bolton has to say. He says demand remains strong, but supply constraints were a headwind in the first quarter of 2021, specifically in connectivity. While connectivity is expected to rebound quarter over quarter, MaxLinear expects broadband will be impacted by the constraints in the second quarter of 2021. Despite these challenges, infrastructure grew 61% quarter over quarter in the first quarter 2021, as wireless backhaul and HPA sales grew. The company's 5G cellular transceiver entered production. We believe MaxLinear is well positioned in fast-growing secular markets once the global macro environment begins to normalize. We believe MaxLinear's high-margin infrastructure business is positioned for solid growth over the long term due to share gains with its microwave products and the ramps of its massive MIMO 5G cellular transceiver and 400G PAM4 Teleroot DSP family. That last part there was complete gibberish to me. I don't know what MIMO or PAM4 is or DSP or any of that. And I used to work in cellular. All right, guys, let's check out what the rest of the analysts have to say about MaxLinear, ticker symbol MXL. This comes in with a strong buy rating based on 8 analyst ratings with an average upside of 12% over the next 12 months. We got Quinn Bolton coming in with this rating last month with a $50 price target with an average upside of 19.3%. Again, guys, Quinn Bolton is the #1 rated analyst on Wall Street that TipRanks follows. It is fantastic, fantastic news for you guys because he wins like a lot. I mean, we're talking like 70-some% of the time. Let's check out Quinn Bolton here real quick. Okay, so Quinn Bolton has a success rate of 78% with an average annual return of 45.6%. That far exceeds the S&P 500. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for another video. Please let me know if you want to see more videos like this where we talk about the #1 analyst or #2 analyst or #3 analyst on Wall Street. I would love to hear your opinion and let me know. Pick your favorite one. Which one of these 3? If you had $50,000 and you had to leave it in one of these companies for the next year, which one would you pick? Guys, thank you so much. Please join me at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, for the Power Hour update, where I try to give you all the news that you need before the market closes, and look forward to more videos like this on the TipRanks YouTube channel. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.